The Battle Pass, Fortnite's light bulb, the thing that changed gaming forever, and now it's more watered down than the ocean. But why is this, and more importantly, why is the Battle Pass, more specifically Fortnite's Battle Pass, not interesting anymore? It's simple, there's no reason to buy it. It feels like everywhere you go, there's a Battle Pass ready to be shoved down your throat. It's like gaming's version of TikTok, it's just everywhere. And since pretty much the start, Fortnite's done it the best. I don't know about that, I don't really know much about the others, but I heard Halo's good. But recently, Fortnite has just dropped the ball. Skins are boring, surveys are getting downgraded, and well, look at this. Are these not the same skin? Before, we had base skins with unlockable styles that you could get either through the Battle Pass or by doing a specific quest in game. Currently, it's just spoon feeding us with, oh, here's your 4 styles by leveling up, which isn't even a challenge because you can go in a creative map for 30 seconds and bam, level 200. What I'm looking for isn't even that complicated. Current day Battle Pass skins, like for example Lorenzo, are just bland. Comparing him to a Chapter 1 skin like Calamity, you don't even really notice a difference, but they are handled very differently. Base Calamity, as I said before, is just like Lorenzo, a basic cowgirl, or in this case, an adventurer. But later down in the Battle Pass, you can unlock Lorenzo's jacket style, and that's really it. However, Calamity gets an upgrade too, and another, and another, and another, and finally her final form, which is a huge step up. Not to mention she becomes super customizable with a bunch of colors. Fortnite could've and should've done the same thing with Lorenzo. Slowly build up his skin into something like his survey counterpart, and maybe his final form could be one of his super styles. But no, one half decent style along with the super ones. What older, better Battle Passes would do was give you 1 or 2 styles in the pass, then allow you to unlock the rest by doing quests. The best part was that these quests carried over to the next season, meaning you still had to play the game, but didn't have to play it hours every day just to get some styles. Of course, you know where I'm going with this. Pick maybe 1 or 2 skins from the pass and make a super basic style, then slowly throughout about 3 or 4 changes, bring that skin to its final form. A great skin from this current pass to do this with is Hades, or Aphrodite, cause just wow, how do you butcher a skin this bad? Seriously, this is an embarrassment to your company. On a completely unrelated note, Wilds might have the worst pass, like, ever. I've already expressed my issues with this skin, but this? A literal ripoff of Dynamo, like 1 for 1, but worse. And finally, what is this? Tell me if these aren't the exact same skin. Both dirt bike tomboy skins with bats. Damn, Chapter 4 was just not it for Battle Passes. But what about Chapter 1? Why do I keep holding its Battle Passes on such a high podium? Well, as I said at the start of the video, it gives you a reason to buy them. Other than just, look, cool skin, please buy. And remember, Chapter 1 didn't have any collabs in the past to carry it. I'll get to that later. So the reason, it added a new cosmetic type each season. From the very first Battle Pass to about Chapter 2 Season 4, added something new that you could only get initially in that pass. Follow me here. Season 2 was the first Battle Pass, so yeah. Season 3 was back bling. Season 4 was styles and sprays. Season 5 was toys. Season 6 was music packs and pets. Season 7 was wraps. Season 8, I think it's just the fact that the pass was free, but maybe I'm missing something. Season 9 was dual pickaxes. Season X was a remix of old skins. Chapter 2 Season 1 was 2-player emotes. Chapter 2 Season 2 was surfing gliders. Chapter 2 Season 3 was the custom umbrella. And Chapter 2 Season 4 was an only collab pass. And these weird pickaxes. And then in Chapter 2 Season 5, this just stopped. Unless you want to count having a back bling as the Tier 100 skin being the new thing. With each pass, Fortnite managed to evolve and diversify their cosmetic pool, and may I remind you, these new additions later would come to the shop, but on launch, the Battle Pass was the only way to get them. This was Fortnite's main selling factor for the Battle Pass during this time frame. And yeah, it doesn't get any better from here. So before we compare these two, let's look at the current age of the Battle Pass, Collabs. I'm gonna be honest, I didn't really mind Collabs replacing the secret skin at first, but once they started to add collabs into the pass itself, it just felt like an unnecessary waste of potential. Now, I've never enjoyed Epic making the Tier 100 skin a collab, except for Optimus Prime, since he's the only good thing that came out of that pass. Speaking of a Tier 100 collab skin, it's time we talk about FOMO. Fear of missing out. I'm gonna call it FOMO since I don't want to say fear of missing out every time I want to say fear of missing out. Now, no matter what I say, this is the definitive selling point for the Battle Pass. No matter what they put in it, want this skin, cosmetic, collab, within a few months, it'll be gone, so you better play now. And Fortnite has used FOMO and collabs to its fullest potential. Want your favorite character? Well, you better buy the Battle Pass before it's gone forever. Not only that, but we're gonna put them at Tier 100, so you either have to play the whole season or send a creative map for 30 minutes, or gem to the end. No matter what, this massively benefits Epic. They either get a bunch of playtime out of you, making it more likely for you to get hooked, or make a bunch of money off of you from launch. Two things I gotta add. One, never claim this was a bad thing. I mean, Epic's gotta make money. And two, though I did say this method is very effective, it's pretty shallow. Because if you're not a fan of the character in the past, what's the point in buying it? I guess the other original skins are good, right? Right? It all really boils down to what you like and what you're a fan of. But again, FOMO comes into play. I can tell you the number of videos I saw last season of people who only installed Fortnite, not even for OG, just to buy Peter Griffin. That's it. Played maybe for a week. Bought it all the way to tier 100 for Peter Griffin. But what if you don't like Family Guy and couldn't care less for Peter? Well, there was Solid Snake, but the other original skins? The issue I'm trying to get across is that modern day battle passes are completely banking on a collab, putting the most minimal effort into other skins, hoping that the collab carries. And most of the time it does. I mean, who's gonna say no to Peter Griffin? But still, the rest is all just filler. It feels like they aren't even trying with some of these skins. I will say that this season is a step up, but not a complete 180. But to finally compare the two, modern day battle passes completely rely on collabs for success, spewing the bare minimum, with some exceptions, as filler. The main selling point to modern passes is the collaboration, amplified by FOMO since this might be your only chance to get it. Looking at older passes, they have a diverse amount of actual interesting skins that follow the season's theme in a creative way. Not to mention their main selling point was a lot healthier for the game. The new point being the new cosmetic they'd add that not only spiced up the cosmetic pool, but also came off as a lot less desperate. There must be a complicated solution, right? Nah, not really. It all just comes down to the amount of effort in the pass. This season is a great example. Skins like Poseidon and Cerberus look up to standard. Then you have Aphrodite and Medusa, which have just been downgraded from their survey versions for no reason. I'm not expecting a pass like Chapter 2 Season 2 every season. Hell, half of you probably already commented, why do you care, they're just pixels. Which is a fair point to make, but there wasn't really much to talk about, and this is something I've been noticing. So this is pretty old, like pre-rarity update old. And before that, it was valid. Now it isn't, because I just didn't do anything for ages. Also during this absence, I got a creator code, so you know, if you feel free, use code WOMBAT with an A in the item shop. That's WAMBAT. Use code WAMBAT. Did I just say hashtag ad? Hashtag ad. Back to the video, if there were just a little more effort in the passes, Fortnite could really boost up their cosmetic reputation, and maybe get a few more sales. For anyone wondering, their current reputation is our battle passes are carried by Collabs. So, more effort, more interest, more results.